Hey everybody! So I'm going to take you guys along with me tapping and scratching through a bunch of Egyptian shops today. But first I'm going to kind of bring you along with me and show you my little outfit of the day, I guess you could say. Look at this cute little bow here. I love those, the socks with little bows on the back. So first, when I leave my apartment, as often as I can, I bring some water and some dog food. And I'll show you why in a moment. This is my staircase. I'm 5 floors up and there's no elevator, so you do have to take the stairs up and down. That's my neighbour's place. Sweet old lady. I love her, she's so cute, and her son is the manager of, well, not manager, he owns the apartment that I live in. My bottom neighbours, look at those little shoes. So when I get downstairs, there's like an area where there's wild, like there's dogs and cats that live outside in Egypt everywhere. They live outside. That's where their life is, and the community gives them food and water as best they can. So I like to help out with that. So that's what you saw there. I put a little bowl of dog food and some water for them. And now we are on our drive to, if you're familiar with Egypt, you might know the name Tahrir Square. Tahrir Square is where the revolution took place in Egypt back in 2011, I believe. And yeah, it's a shopping area. It's kind of like a town hall area, open spot. So I wanted to show you the road as we go along. Hit some traffic, which is very common in Cairo. Again, most of the video is going to be in our shops tapping and scratching, but I just kind of wanted to bring you along with me. So here's the Nile, which I drive past almost every day. There's lots of bridges that go over the Nile. All these people are really into rollerblading now, so yeah. Do you guys see this guy? Did you see that? The guy doing like the X pose? I tried to get a vertical video of that to put on shorts. We'll see if I can do that. Okay, we've entered the shop. So I'm starting with my favourite shop I went in. I filmed all this yesterday. I will put out a no-talking version of just the tapping and scratching through the shops, but this one I wanted to include the intro and a little bit at the end of the day too, to bring you along with me. These are clothing pieces that some of them are from Syria, or like a Syrian style. I couldn't understand the other places they were from. That was the only country I understood the name of when I asked the owner where, because this is not an Egyptian style actually. Lots of the other shops you're going to see are, but this is, people in Egypt wear them. I mean, they're sold here, but it's not like an Egyptian style, if that makes sense. So a lot of people, they might wear these to kind of like fancy events here and things like that. But look at how beautiful they are. I'm going to keep the tapping and scratching a bit limited for now, because when I first entered this shop I did the tapping and scratching you saw, and then someone had said no photos in here, no video. And so I actually went to the owner and said, hey, like, are you, because it was just like an associate that said that to me. So I went to the owner and was like, hey, like, this is my name, like, your shops is amazing. These are just unbelievably beautiful. Would you be okay if I took some video? And he smiled and was totally fine with it. So I told the associates I had permission and came back, and I just didn't want to go crazy tapping and scratching because I just, I wanted to be aware that the associates were there and maybe they were uncomfortable with me touching it more than I usually do. Look at this. You guys, look at that. is it just me? It's like you're in an actual like movie with like a queen would wear this. I don't know, it's just unbelievably ornate and royal and gorgeous. That white one in particular was, I don't know, it looks like a princess. Look at these sleeves. I really love stuff like this. Lots of different colours, and they have quite a few different styles too in the shop. Sorry for someone's phone, but I don't want to cut anything out. I want you to see all of these. In Egypt we call these galabayas, but I don't know what they're called in Syria or the other countries that these are. The styles are more designed after. Another one that's white, just stunning. I don't know. They're probably very expensive, but when it breaks down into the US dollar and the exchange rate for Egyptian pounds, it's not that expensive for me, but for an Egyptian person, it's making a lot less. Like it's considered very expensive. Honestly, it's expensive for me too. It is expensive for me too. It's 10 times more expensive basically for someone in Egypt. So in the next shops I will do some more tapping and scratching on the clothing. So this is a new shop. These were these like puffy tops, another kind of formal shop. I tried to go to the like formal sections of the stores to show you just kind of what people wear for events here. And towards the end of the video I'll show you just kind of some more everyday shops. These are in like downtown Tahrir Square, Cairo, and it's pretty different than what I show you guys at like the malls here in Egypt, because the malls are lots of like European stores. You don't really see an Egyptian style as much, or a Middle Eastern style. So here you can kind of see this is where like everyone would come for basics that they would wear for weddings or events. And it is a very different style than the US and other countries too. Lots of glam, glitter, sparkles. Actually, when I was leaving the apartment the day of filming this, which was yesterday for me, there was a bride going down my street, so like a line of cars honking, and like people doing this women do this like specific sound that they make. I guess it's equivalent to kind of a whistle, but it's with your mouth. It's like this celebratory sound, and they're doing it up and down the street, and cars and a bit of a parade are going, and then one of the doors open and a bride came out with a big poofy white dress. I didn't want to film her because like I was right next to her, and I felt like that would be super invasive. If she was like across the street from a distance I would have, but she was like right there. You're going to hear in the background some Arabic on kind of like almost like a radio station. Often they have people talking on these stations about Islam, about the Quran, and I think that's what we're listening to now. There's often play in some stores like this, or at some points you'll actually hear the Quran being read, or the call to prayer. I'll try to point those out to you. But some stores play just music. I try not to film in stores playing music though, because it's super distracting. So there's a bunch of tops here. Lots of different, I think it's called embroidery, or I don't know if I should, but look at all the design elements, all the kind of stones, the sequins. This was so soft. You can't hear it, but it was super soft. A lot of like ruching and beading. There's like a flared bottom to this dress. Blue sequins. Then they have it in a lot of different colours too. Some buttons on this sleeve. So they're kind of like, they're like evening gowns essentially. So here's a more kind of everyday shop. I thought that was a really fun dress. I love the sleeves. Lots of different kind of patterns of that same sort of dress. Lots of jean jackets. People are really into jean jackets here. I was able to find some purses that sounded very good. Big chunky chain on this one. It's plastic though, it's lightweight and plastic. This is quite a large bag here. I was trying to look for the price, but I couldn't find it. I like the zipper down the middle. Shiny in the back. The like faux snakeskin, nice ridges to scratch on there. So this is like a really normal store in this area for clothes. You can see how the styles are different. Lots of different patterns. So there's a bunch of like kind of sweatshirts here. You will see that lots of the fashion kind of goes along with what many Muslims are in Egypt, and so lots of women wear long sleeves and long pants. So you see a lot of like longer skirts and longer sleeve shirts than you typically would in like stores in the US at this time of year, where it's getting warmer, summer's coming, things like that. So look at these sparkly shoes. They're so funny, but some people love it. They love it. Tell me if you love the sparkly shoes. Like, would you wear the bright pink sparkle shoes or the bright green sparkle shoes? I want to know, because I want to know more of your personalities, and I would think that is super fun and brave of you, honestly. It's playful. Okay, so now you can hear either we're hearing the Quran or the call to prayer, I can't quite tell. Sparkly purses. I think that's supposed to be mimicking the evil eye, you know. A lot of cultures have that, what I believe is superstition of that you have to wear the eye around your neck to like protect from evil. I like this top jacket. There's a cheetah print here. Often shirts have this like gold or silver, what looks like a necklace, like you just saw there, and it's just attached to the shirts. I like this kind of a robe look. I think it's cute with the jeans. I've got a section with I think again, what's the word? Abaya? Is it called abaya? I don't know. Can you tell me the name of those? They had these fun flowers on the back wall, all lining the back wall. Lots of different shirts, so many different options. Got some older hangers here, but they sound really good. Big shawls. It's actually still cold in the evenings here, but I am surprised to see so many really, really warm things, because it's going to start getting very hot here soon. Very soft. The ridges on this coat are really nice. You can see like lots of different sections of different clothing and different colours of each thing. There's a section here with some formal dresses. Okay, so now you're hearing the call to prayer. Before you were just hearing the Quran and some people like speaking about it, but that's actually the call to prayer, I believe. Let me know if I'm wrong. Little phone on the wall there. This was actually one of my first times going through all the like formal sections of the different shops. They're usually upstairs. When you enter a shop, you typically find some of the casual clothes downstairs, and then if you take the stairs upwards, you will find one or two more floors, and at the very top floor you will find the formal wear I found. This tulle has some sparkles in it. And this one's so fun. Look at the beads on this. It's just, for me, fun for ASMR, that is. Like, I just loved how many sounds you can make with this. This one has some fringe, like a metal fringe. It's like small little beads. Different designs here. Almost looks like a henna design that you would get on your hand or arm in India. maybe more than here, but sequins everywhere. Pink beads. They almost look like polka dots coming down the arm. You see lots of these on dresses and shirts. It's a plastic, but it's like a light plastic. Hi, that's me in the mirror. And this got a great purple chair here, sitting while you're waiting for someone to try on dresses. Okay, so I know it's a bit louder, but I'm taking you outside because there's lots of shopping outside that you can do as well in Egypt in general. So got some sandals here, lots of different colours and patterns. They're all in these little plastic bags. These are kind of fun. So there's like kind of like street vendors, you know, selling their products. Lots and lots of shirts and hoodies, and so these are set up each day and taken down each day. And this actually went quite a ways down the street. And then it's really common to see watches and purses and wallets and all sorts of trinkets like that as well. So lots of outdoor options. So I'm just going to kind of take you on the road back home for a little bit. This is where I was standing to get a ride back home. In this instance, I was taking an Uber, but I often take taxis as well. This is pretty normal traffic in Cairo. Lots of honking. It's like a way of communicating in your car, honking. So we're actually going to pass over the Nile again here. It's so beautiful at night, seeing all the buildings lit up. Lots of really tall buildings, as you can see. People often stand along the bridge and just watch the water and talk and have a coffee, a tea or something together. Okay, well, thank you for joining me today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed coming with me to tap and scratch through the Egyptian shops. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Have a great rest of your day or night. Bye for now.